today's video, I'd just like to share that 94% of my viewers aren't subscribed. So if you are feeling generous, be sure to drop a like and a sub, and let's get right into today's video. Thank you. Howdy, I'm Daxio, and this is Plugged In News. And in today's pin update, we have Biden's spending bill will lead to loss of 5.3 million jobs, as well as $3.7 trillion in debt. And for the second story today, we have club-wielding mob of adult Antifa surrounds high school in Greece only to get beaten in the streets by students. Let's get right into that. And for the first story today, this is coming from Newsmax.com by Selene Reiner, and it is report Biden's spending bill will lead to loss of 5.3 million jobs, $3.7 trillion in debt. And it goes on to read, President Joe Biden's massive spending bill will lead to 5.3 million job losses and $3.7 trillion in additional debt over the next 10 years, according to a study published Monday by the Texas Public Policy Foundation titled Reversing the Recovery, Pelosi's Plan to Raise Taxes, Kill Jobs, and Punish the Middle Class. And it's not just Pelosi's plan, it's the Democrats, it's most people in the government, the ones that are voting for this. Those people are not good government officials, I guess. According to the study, the national debt increase would mean an extra $35,000 in debt on each American household. Additionally, the bill would jeopardize family farms and businesses when the original owner dies, drop a median family's income by $12,000, and place a marriage penalty as high as $130,000 annually on small business owners. The House passed the $3.5 trillion Build Back Better Act, but its fate remains uncertain, with Republicans threatening to block the measure. The Texas Public Policy Foundation in its study summarized the impacts of the agenda. And as we've seen recently with the so-called Republicans in our government, they don't care. They don't care. They will sit back and try and prolong the acceptance of this bill. But at the end of the day, they're not going to do anything to fight it. They're not going to put in anything that they want. They're just going to be like, oh no, take this out, take this out. The Republicans currently in the government are extremely weak. They need to be more outspoken. We need more activism, etc. So yes, again, with our boy President Joe Biden, we plan to lose 5.3 million jobs and $3.7 trillion in debt, which is just more spending for the U.S. It's expected. And for the second story today, this is coming from the National Conservative, and it is club-wielding mob of adult Antifa surrounds high school in Greece only to get beaten in the streets by the students. A little shorter story today, but I do have a video with this. Pretty interesting. Pretty good to see, not gonna lie. A giant mob of club-wielding Antifa surrounded EPAL Stavropolis, a high school in Greece, to denounce the student body as racist. Video shows the mob trying to force students back into a fenced area and prevent them from leaving. Then about 25 to 30 male students race out of the school and engage Antifa in battle. Most of the Antifa immediately flee, because they're cowards. Some remain and try to whack the high school students with clubs. They are surrounded and beaten. Eventually, the police arrive to rescue the Antifa. 2 students are said to have been injured by being hit with clubs. And yeah, at least these students are waking up and realizing that these people are hand in hand with the government, with the corrupt government, because that's all Antifa is. Antifa acts as anti-fascists to use fascism to spread anti-fascism. No, they are just fascists. Antifa are fascists, using force and being a long arm, sets third hand of the government, whatever you want to say. You guys are fascists. End of discussion. Anyways, here's that video. Thank you guys so much for watching today's video. If you did enjoy, be sure to drop a like, drop a sub down below, drop a comment, let me know how I'm doing, let me know what I can do to improve, and thanks for staying plugged in. Peace out, crew.